Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we build business, create community, find freedom, and share success. It's another wonderful Wednesday. I love my alliteration, I can't help it. Which means it is time for another ToolTime gear review. And I got another indispensable piece of kit, which happens to be Dewalt because that tends to be the one that I like to buy. And this was yet another one that Santa brought along to me that I wanted to use for a while before I either give you the yay or nay recommendation on it. So hang in there, I'll be right back and I'm going to tell you a little more about this. Okay guys, real quick before we dive in, any of these products in my ToolTime review, there'll be an Amazon affiliate link in the description below. So if you're looking at picking one of these up, feel free to use that link and I'll get a small percentage of that to support the channel. So thanks guys, I appreciate it. And if you're doing any Amazon shopping whatsoever, you can use toolmantim.shop, do your Amazon shopping as normal, and the same thing applies there. And if you want to check me out, go to toolmantim.co, that's toolmantim.co. You can follow me on Float, MeWe, my Facebook business page for my handyman business that I run, and on Instagram. And if you have any questions or anything you're interested in, send them along through the contact form and I'll gladly answer them to you. Alright guys, so like I said, once again, you know me, I seem to bleed black and yellow. You'll see some footage of this before I opened it, just to show you. But I wanted to give this kit a good once over before I could either give you the recommendation of yes or no. And I just finished up a big job and I had a chance to do some work with it. Just built a little addition onto my deck, got to use it a little bit more. And you know what? I really like it. But before I get carried away, let me tell you a little bit about it. So the model number on this, it's a long one, I got to read it for you, is DWA2T as in Tango, 40, I as in India, R as in Romeo. It's called the Dewalt FLEXTORQ 40-bit set. I guess I could have read it off the old package here. It has 4.5 stars out of 5 on Amazon with over 50. Let's try this again. I'm just all over the place. Okay, so this is called the Dewalt FLEXTORQ 40-piece bit set, and the model number is DWA2T as in Tango 40IR. And it runs between $25 and $18 on Amazon, depending on when it's on sale. Anytime you can get it around 20 bucks, I say snap it up. I really like it. But I already told you that, didn't I? It's got 4.8 out of 5 stars on Amazon. Oh, with over, I wanted to make sure I had that right, with over 50,000 reviews. So if something has 50,000 reviews and it's got 4.8 stars, it's probably pretty darn good. So I think I've mentioned a couple of times, but being a handyman, I'm rather mobile, so I need to grab and go a lot of things. And so I've been on this kick of paring down my toolbox to, not to get rid of things, but to make things more compact, better quality, because everything I started with was just stuff I had on hand. So I've been gradually upgrading. You know, about a year and a half ago, I finally got rid of my old little tiny Milwaukee drill that I had, went to a Dewalt Impact Driver. Now I have a tool bag full of different things. I already reviewed a while back the spade bits and the impact driver bits, and I want something in theory in a hard case that I can throw in the bag and I know it'll be there. I want to have everything. I'm tired of going in my bag and digging through trying to find the bit I need. So this absolutely fit the bill. What do I like about it? Well, it's tough case compatible. As you can see, it's got the little latches. So this will latch onto a lot of the existing tough cases. It will latch onto my other kit that I have that have the impact drill bits in it. And I really like that. It seems pretty durable. It's fairly heavy for what it is. And one thing I'm going to show you, well, a few things actually. I really wanted to spend some time with this because I could have done like with some of my other bits, just kind of a first impressions kind of video, but I really wanted to dig in and test it out. So there's a few things in here that are kind of weird. Number one is how the bits come in and out. If you try to pull them like this, you're going to sit there and cuss all day. So you need to basically flip them up to 90 degrees like that, and then they pull right out. and there's an angle for how they fit. They just go back in like that, and then you snap them back down. It does not look like that's how it should work, but it is. So let me show you. Of course, in Canada, our go-to bit is the number 2 Robertson, or the square. I don't know if that'll focus for you or not. But I'm not sure if you guys have used some of these flex shaft Torx bits, I guess, so they're high torque. But do you notice how thin that shaft is on there? And when I first seen those a few years ago, Bosch brought them out. We sold them at my local store, and I thought, they look like junk. Look at them cutting back on the amount of material. But it ends up that that part there is actually a flex shaft. With an impact driver, it tends to actually torque a little bit so that you're not stripping out the heads of the bit. Supposedly, they last a lot longer. Now, so far, this has been really good. I will say they all come dipped in a black paint, which is kind of a pain in the ass. I'd rather at least the tip wasn't, because it seems like as the paint wears off, it gets just a little bit looser. But I've used this a lot, and there's no metal worn off on it yet whatsoever. So what comes in it? Well, you've got these are the 2 inches. I do prefer a 3-inch bit for some reason. I don't know why, just a little extra reach, but I can handle the 2-inch. So you've got some Phillips, you got some Torx bits there. And one downside is it only came with a single number 2 Robertson 2-inch bit. Whatever, not the end of the world. Comes with 2, okay, so here's a couple other areas that I would have liked to have seen improved, but whatever. There's 2 nut drivers. I wish they'd have had 3 or 4 normal size ones. Now, they do come with these 2 sockets, which is kind of weird. I'm sure they're a 1/2 inch and a 3/8, which is very common, and you'll use them. And with the socket adapter, which is right there, you can make up some more nut drivers. However, I've still ran into, with this kit the last few days, some nuts and some lag bolts that wouldn't work with these. Now, the other downside to this is all they do is fit in there like that. Everything else in this kit stays, except for those, so you have to be careful with those sockets. Now, the other thing I thought was kind of pointless at first, all those little tiny 1-inch bits. And I was like, I am not in the mood for 1-inch bits. I don't use them for anything. But I guess they did it so you could have extra bits in your kit, because in there is this really nice magnetic bit holder. Might seem kind of cheesy, but I ended up using some of the oddball bits, like I had a slot one I needed to use for putting cover plates back on and off. And you know what? It worked really well. So in a pinch, this is an absolutely killer set. I really like it. The only item in here that I haven't used at all is the little drywall dimpler. I don't know. We'll see. I might give it a shot. I'm not big into drywall in any way, but if I am, I'm going to go buy myself a drywall gun. I just watched a video by the Vancouver carpenter the other day, and he said he didn't like these because this piece spun with it, although this one seems like it might not. Anyway, that's for another day. That's the only item in here I haven't used, but it comes with 40 bits, or 40 pieces, I should say, which for almost any handyman or, do-it-yourself carpenter, or even some carpenters who want a small piece of kit that they can throw in their tool bag. This is my tool bag over here. Whoops. So in here, of course, my impact driver just fell over, but there's the impact bits, the spade bits, and now that. And they all fit in there really nice, and I like it. It absolutely works. Hopefully, this gives you an idea of what's included in this bit set. It was one of the, I don't know, I always joke, but it was one of the things my wife got me for Christmas. It was one of those Santa Claus items that she wanted to fill up my stocking with, but I'm glad I got it. It has what you need, a wide range of assortment of bits. Honestly, I would have rather them eliminated 1 or 2 lines here and just give me more 2-inch bits, but with that little adapter, it makes it worth the while. This has become my go-to bit set. And I know you can buy extras because I just bought a little kit of 10 or 20 Dewalt number 2 Robertsons. So I might take some of these Torx bits out of here because we don't use them a lot up here. But whatever, that's for another day. This definitely has the Toolman Tim seal of approval. I like it. It works. If you're looking for a solid piece of Dewalt kit that holds all your screw bits in it, that'll do the trick. So that's it for me for now, guys. Like I said, run by toolmantim.co. If you got a minute, you want to subscribe to the monthly newsletter where I send out, a little bit of everything, where I tell you about who I am, what I do, a community member spotlight, and a bunch of different things like that. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.